What are you drinking? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's talk about the top 10 free agents available this summer. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You are not going to believe some of the players who are available on a free this summer. This year's list of summer free agents, it might be the best in years. The amount of players currently running down their contracts, it's insane. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the best free agents available on the 1st of July 2023. That's the year we're in now. What? Right, let's kick off with number 10 from Liverpool, Roberto Firmino. Now, with Liverpool seemingly looking to build towards a new generation, especially in their attacking talent, Roberto Firmino may look for a move away, with game time likely to be limited with the new signing of Gakpo. At least said Gakpo now, apparently it's Gakpo, alongside with younger players being more adequate for the long-term future. This means that he may look for a move this summer, and without a contract tying him down, he'll be able to secure the bag. Go and get yourself a big deal, Roberto. You deserve it. This wouldn't be the first time a Liverpool player has done this, with Wijnaldum doing it recently, of course, as well. Firmino has been offered a new contract over a month ago, December, if you're watching this a little bit later on, but he's still yet to accept. Number 9, Leandro Traore. Yes, the Trossard train, as FPL managers but a couple of years ago used to like to say, he's due for a glow-up. He's due for a top 6 side by now, and his performances for Brighton over the past few seasons have shown how good he can be in delivering the goods and the goals and the assists. With Graham Potter rumoured to be wanting to reunite with the Belgian, we may see yet another Brighton player trottle off to Chelsea. Trossard has a current valuation of 30 million, so to have a chance of getting him for free is very tidy business, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Chelsea or maybe Tottenham try and make that move for him. He's Premier League proven and will be a great signing for most teams. The only problem with everything I've just said is the fact that Brighton have the opportunity within the contract to extend his contract till 2024, but that just means that you're going to have to sell him for a bit of money instead of getting him for free, but technically he still makes the list. Number 8, Ilkay Gundogan. Manchester City are reportedly worried about the future of Ilkay Gundogan, with the midfielder still not having agreed a new deal as of yet. There were also rumours last summer that he may be on the move, which of course didn't materialise because you can see him playing, but no smoke without fire is what they say. And with the German's contract up in the summer, he may just fancy one last big move in which he will earn a hell of a lot of money, as well as having a new challenge after having done it all pretty much domestically, apart from that Champions League. But of course, the competition is still ongoing. Imagine if you didn't know that. At 32, he still has a lot to offer any club who would want to go for him. The problem is that none of the top clubs abroad are going to want a 32-year-old midfielder, although he's so classy. I don't see the big problems with him. I could see him maybe going to Italy if he wanted to try a new league. And with almost all of the big clubs building towards the future, it feels like he's not going to make the move to those guys. But as I said, I don't know, there's something about him that makes me feel like he might fancy that move to Italy, to Juventus, Inter Milan or AC Milan. Number 7, Evan Ndicka. Ndicka was one of the most important players in Frankfurt's Europa League winning campaign last season and earned the interest of a lot of top clubs, both in Germany and abroad. He's a rare breed due to being a left-footed centre-back, comfortable in a back 4 or a back 3. He's also immensely dominant in the air, which is always lovely. Last season, in fact, he actually scored 4 headers in the Bundesliga, but also influenced heavily in being a target at set pieces, so the header before the header or finish, you know what I mean. He got 4 assists last season by being a handful in these scenarios, now only 23 with a market value of over 30 million. It surprised me, actually, that only one club is rumoured to be going for him at this moment in time, and can you guess who it is? Barcelona. Yeah. Wow. What a shock. They buy everyone, don't they? They don't have any money, though. Number 6. I nearly said Wilfried Zaha. Wilfried Zaha. This is one that not many people are talking about, weirdly, because it's so inevitable that he will be free in the summer, and actually free, right? Not just going, oh, we'll sell him now, whatever, like we were talking about with Trossard. With Zaha's profile in the Premier League, I'd have thought more people would have been linked with him and there'd be more moves away possibly for him, but so far it's really quiet. Zaha would suit pretty much every Premier League club, well, most of them at least, and offer, at the very, very least, guaranteed impact. At 30 years old, he still has a lot to offer. He's generally fit, and maybe a team like Newcastle who are looking to make that step up, they would be good in terms of seeing him as a cheap option, having already been interested in other wingers recently as well. Some people are suggesting that he will end up staying at Palace. I just cannot see it. This could be a big move for him, and it will allow him to play in Europe, which he no doubt wants. Yeah, of course, it didn't work at Man United, but that was a hell of a long time ago, and he's clearly elite. Number 5, Adrien Rabiot. There have been doubts over what Adrien Rabiot actually offers on a football pitch over the last 2 years or so, but in the World Cup, we saw how effective he can be as part of a double pivot and how he's technically reliable, and with a nice range of passing, he has something to offer sides who want to dominate the ball and have quality in central areas. He's also only 27, so could be a good signing for clubs over a short or medium term. There have been links with, well, faint links with Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, but none of these are concrete, which blows it wide open as to where his next destination is going to be. Could it be a return to PSG? Possibly, but I think a lot of teams are slightly wary of him despite his performances in the World Cup and the fact that he does have that nice bit of size about him as well, which is an added bonus for a midfielder. Hussein Aouar, number 4. Yeah, Aouar, it feels like he's been around for ages, but he's actually only 24 years old. He's been heavily linked with Arsenal in the past, but those rumours don't seem to be there anymore. And at the time, there was a talk of about a £30 million transfer fee being bandied about, because that's how it gets about. It's banded. And despite only featuring 7 times in League 1, you can still tell just how good he is technically, and some of the things he pulls off when he's on the ball just are yummy. They're delightful to watch. I'd love to see him in the Premier League. I'd love to see him have that go. He was part of a ultra-talented Lyon midfield. Paquetá has gone, Guimaraes has gone, and, got him now. It's the right move, isn't it? Come and join us over here. Both of these two have thrived in the Premier League, and I think Aouar could do the same. Where would he go? I mean, Leicester might be fun. I literally just plucked that out of thin air. Is that allowed? Speaking of Leicester, number 3, Youri Tielemans. Honestly, I didn't mean to do that link. Tielemans is a £50 million midfielder, and the fact that Leicester are likely to lose him for nothing it's a massive blow for them. I'd really like to see him at Arsenal, given how they play football and how dominant they are on the ball. But if Man City lose Gundogan, I think he might be that perfect replacement for him, a younger version. Maybe he's not got the same ability to sort of ghost and make those runs into the box, that sort of Lampard skill that Gundogan has. But he is a really exciting talent and could be a good part of that midfield as it looks to evolve under Guardiola, as he's been tweaking the system, hasn't he, over the last few weeks. Chelsea will no doubt be sniffing around as well because they love a midfielder. He'd also suit Liverpool and Man United actually as well in terms of playing style. And Man United in particular, feels like there is a space there for him. He's going to be a real hot property this summer. It might be a matter of who pays the most that will get him, given that all those clubs are of a similar pedigree and offering good things. Number 2, centre-back time, Milan Skriniar. Skriniar, I just realised he's called Milan. He plays for Inter Milan. Did everyone know that? Skriniar is a player who has been amazing for Inter over the last 6 years or so and has all the tools you'd want in a defender, fast, strong, and with the ability to read the game. He could slot into any team apart from Man City because they've got a lot of centre-backs. And whilst he's decent on the ball, his technical ability isn't really up there at that Laporte Stones level. So him just being that out-and-out defender for a team, I think, would work that little bit better, right? His market value currently stands at about 60 million, which shows how good of an asset he has been to Inter. The two main rumours circulating around him at this moment in time are Arsenal and Chelsea, but I can't see either of these happening. I mean, surely Chelsea are going to buy another centre-back. Surely. The thing I feel like is going to come to fruition is that move to Spurs, that reunited, and it comes from Conte because he wants him back in his arms to allow them to be that defensive outfit that he so wishes and possesses, and to enjoy the game state of second half 0-0. Go and get the win. That's what he wants to do. That's what Skriniar can provide. He was a beast under Conte, playing in the centre of a back 3, and could do it again for Spurs. And number 1, you might not know this name, but you're going to know pretty soon. Yusuf Makuku of Borussia Dortmund. 5-star wonder kid, this guy. If someone gets this kid on a free, and I do call him a kid because he is a child to me. And if people were able to get him on a free, they are going to be doing one of the best pieces of business of the year. At 18 years old, he is tearing up the Bundesliga at an astronomical rate. He's only started 8 games this season and he's already scored 6 goals already. And that was, of course, when he was only 17. And not only has he got 6 goals, he's also totaled 3 assists so far and is arguably at the level Haaland was at the same age. And despite only being 18, he's got a man's body. I mean, I'm looking at that from a sporting point of view. Sounds weird when I'm going to move on. He's look, he's filled out. Sounds a bit thirsty, doesn't it? And he is ready. The important thing is he's ready. He's ready for any top flight European league that wants him, and he is going to lead a lot of clubs' lists when it comes to the summer because, of course, you're going to get 10 years out of him if you can get him and sell him on for a great price. The only problem is, unfortunately for everyone else, he just has Bayern Munich written all over him. Barcelona have also been rumoured to be pursuing the striker. So there you have it, the top 10 free agents who will be available to buy from July the 1st. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!